All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our TensorFlow course, and we're still going over our human emotions detection module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. Yesterday, if you recall, we did fix an error that we had with our program. It wasn't reading our caresses anymore. We did solve the issue. Let me just go back and show you exactly what we went over. So the things that we were trying to do in that module here was the what module was that? It was the data augmentation. We were augmenting our data in this module here before we ran into the error. And let me show you the things. I know we went over it, but let me just recap on what we went over in that particular module. This is where we this is where we did the mix cut. We did a cut mix. Let me see if I can find it here so I can actually show you the last thing we went over in this module before we move on, because this was actually the last thing we did in this module. I didn't know it was going to be the last thing. I would have went over it a little bit more detailed. Let me see. Let's keep going down. If I can find exactly where we're at with it. I'm in the wrong thing here. This one I need to be in. Okay, here it is here. So you can see here we did the cut mix. This is where we defined out everything. Then we defined our training data sets 1 and 2. Let me see if I can go down. Find those for you. Here you go, training data set 1, training data set 2. We pass those as parameters into a mixed data set, which we then pass mixed data set as a parameter into our training data set. And that was the last thing we actually did in that actual module. Before we moved on, we did start a new module today, and this one is going to be the TF of records. Now, what I did was this morning I did run everything just to make sure we can still run our code, and everything did run smoothly. As you can see here, this is the entire code that get compiled from start to finish. So yeah, that was everything that we did this morning. Yeah, this is all the code from previous. Like I said, we just building on top of everything. So as you can see, the code is getting quite extensive and quite large. I'm gonna just scan over the entire thing for you. So this is everything that we have so far in this human emotions detection module, and we are working on TF records today. The last thing we did was the data augmentation. So yeah, this is everything that we have so far, and with the data augmentation that's done with the TF records, in this section we'll be going over the TensorFlow records. TensorFlow records help us build more efficient data pipelines as they help us store data, which we are to use to train our models more efficiently, and also they help in parallelizing the reading of the data, hence helping and speeding up the overall training process. That's just a quick little excerpt I'm going to read for you. The rest is just reading. We did take a lot of notes. Like I said, I'm not going to do too much reading because we're just in the beginning of this module, so we will get more in depth the further we move along. But everything is back on track as of yesterday, like I said, and everything is still compiling successfully all the way through. So everything is ready to move full speed ahead. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, this is the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.